as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
This 5-7. Run.
Throwing on first is Wentz. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and it's a second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 41 yards. Here's 1st and 10 at the 24.
Back man. Waiting. Black, come on.
Wentz now on 1st down. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Elliott now to kick this one away. J.J. Nelson now to return. They juked him. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They go play action here on 1st down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing, Hundley, eluding the pressure right, fighting him off. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep is Darren Sproles. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. And out and out come the Eagles.
Get over there. Go. Hey, stack. Let's go. Great.
In his own end zone, it's Wentz. It's complete to Jeffrey. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
Waiting. 52, great. Let's go, great.
A toss to the scat back. This is Darren Sproles. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 4th down. And he's able to get it out of there. And he'll take it just outside the 40. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals. Right?
And this is caught inside the 5. A big play here for Dallas. 51 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Now Hundley. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Tyler Kroft, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. Bailey got the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Bailey now to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hang in there now. Let's go. Great.
On second down, here's Wentz. That is incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw is Wentz. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 20! A very solid gain of 27.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They're going to look to throw. He can run for it, and he will. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Brandon Graham able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18.
4 down, 4 down, check, 4 down, 4 down. Great 15, great 15.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. They'll come up now with the clock showing 3 seconds to go here in the first. Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. They'll look to throw here on first down. Flushed out right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. On first down, Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Toss play to Sproles. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
The good old toss play. And this time they go to the left side, so give a lot of credit to the offensive line. Center, guard, tackle, able to seal that side. But the guy that we don't give enough credit to, wide receivers. They have to do it.
Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. Pretty fortunate there. The interception that ended the last drive, and then, boom, the first pass here almost picked on this drive.
Yeah, I think you could definitely call him to question his decision-making here in the first half.
Certainly not the best of decisions there. Lucky that one wasn't picked. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Wentz to throw on second down. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. An Eagle first down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey.
Let's go. Hey, Lou.
That was Sproles. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
Hang in there now. Go. Ram. Go. Right there.
Throwing now is Wentz. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Now they'll run it on the toss. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They do go for it. It's Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. Here's Sproles. And now running right through it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
On the ball. Hey, ram.
Again, they'll run it. Again, it's Sproles. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Wentz now on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college. With all the spread offenses, not very many pro style.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Darren Sproles, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown.
Really looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
The extra point hits the left upright, but goes through anyway. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Elliott now to kick this one away. Short kick. It's taken to the 23. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Room to run past midfield, and finally taken down at the 44-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Flex round! Flex round!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Flush to his right, and that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Eric Reed, the former LSU Tiger, making the play on the defensive side. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ohio! Ohio!
Throwing, Hundley. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The Cowboys on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go! White, 90! White, 90! Flex round! Flex round!
He'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So they are going to call on Dan Bailey here. His career, due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Again to Elliott. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score. Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackle.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now Wentz. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
The Eagles on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. To throw, it's Wentz. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to the air on 2nd down. White looking and finding Allen Hurns. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A 1st down carry by Elliott. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big run that time by Elliott. 59 yards. Out of the gun, it's White. Now White lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to the air on second down. Wentz. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team right on the midfield stripe. And out now come the Cowboys. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
And he finds his target, Terrence Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. From the shotgun, here's White, eluding the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball. Tyler Kroft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. White to throw again. Wide open receiver complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. Now White. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tyler Kroft with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cowboys are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Bailey now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Wentz now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Run.
They'll run it with Sproles. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
to his fullback out of the backfield. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Let's go. Great. Lefty. Hey. Four down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Over the middle, it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
On second down, here's Wentz. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now third down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On third and long, it's Wentz. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Desmond King picks it. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Leopard! Watch it now, Barney!
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. White now, operating from the gun. And he's got room. Big hold of the 30. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
White looks to throw, steps away to his left. And he's got some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
On first down, it's White. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them.
But the pressure gets to him again.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the gun, White. And he's going to go down again. Brandon Graham in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Finding room at the 30, and finally brought down at the 34-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. They'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Now they'll run it on the toss. Sproles lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
The give is to Elliott. It's a room to maneuver. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And a nice carry there of 15 yards. White dancing to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
White on second down, forced out to his left. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target. And it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's White to throw on third down. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Come on now. Let's go. Great finish, son. Let's go. Great.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Leopard! Watch it now, Barney!
This is Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. As they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Cowboys on 3rd down. As bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Now Elliott. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
.44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Leopard!
10th carry now for Elliott. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there? You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one